Yeah. Hi guys. In this video we are going to discuss 23rd January evening shift question paper. Let's see how the question paper looks like. So let's start with first question, right? So what is first question given here? If f of x is given as one definition is given when x not equals to 0 and it is b when x equals to 0 is continuous at x equals to 0, then a plus b is equals to how much, right? So the function is continuous at x equals to 0, you need to find a plus b value, right? Simple question, simple continuity question. Now as we already know that, so whenever a function is continuous at a point, so left hand limit should be equals to, so that means limit extending to 0 minus f of x should be equals to limit extending to 0 plus, that means right hand limit should be equals to the functional value at that particular point, that is f of 0 here. So what is f of 0 here? At x equals to 0 the functional value is b, you need to take it as b, right? Now our task is to find left hand limit and right hand limit, so let's find it out. So as x approaches to 0 minus means slightly less than 0, right? So can I say modulus of x I can replace with minus x? So basically why we need to remove the modulus means whenever there is a question related to modulus, it is always easier to find the question when the modulus is removed, right? So whenever you have modulus, try to remove that modulus. So now here I am removing the modulus and I am placing it. So limit extending to 0 minus, I will have minus ax plus x square minus 2 sine of minus x. So 2 sine of minus x cos of minus x whole by x. Here sine of minus x means minus sine x, right? Cos of minus x means cos x only, right? So and I am dividing with x here, so I will be getting minus a plus x, minus of minus I will be getting 2 plus 2 sin x by x into cos x, right? I will write here. Now as the limit extending to 0 minus, here it is minus a itself, it is 0 and sin x by x is 1 because we already know limit extending to 0 sin x by x is 1, right? So this will be converting as minus a plus 2 as cos 0 is 1, right? This is also 1, right? So minus a plus 2. Now let's find right hand limit, limit extending to 0 plus. Now I can replace mod x as x because x is slightly positive. So what I can say is if I replace mod x with x, I can get ax plus x square minus 2 sin x cos x by x. Now separate out the terms, I can write limit extending to 0 plus a plus x minus 2 times sin x by x into cos x, right? As we already know, this is 1, cos 0 1, so this is 0, so we are getting as a minus 2. So this is the right hand limit and this is the left hand limit, so both of them should be equal, so which indicates that minus of a minus 2 should be equals to a minus 2. So that means 2 times of a minus 2, if I take this to this side, you will be getting 0, so which indicates that a should be equals to 2, right? A minus 2 or minus of a plus 2, both of them are 0. That means the functional value should be equals to the limiting value also. So that means b value is 0. So as we got a is equals to 2 and b as 0, so here they are asking for a plus b, which is nothing but 2. So the answer is 2. Then very simple question, right? So let's move to the next question. Here theta is mentioned as between pi by 2 to pi and cot theta is given here. Cot theta, what is given here? Cot theta is minus 1 by 2 root 2. As theta is in second quadrant, of course cot theta will be negative, right? Then the value of, you need to find this expression, okay? So simple trigonometric question. So let's solve this question, guys. So as theta belongs to pi by 2 to pi and cot theta is given, let's club these terms. So what I will do is I can write here sine 15 theta by 2 cos 8 theta into, here cos 8 is going to, I think it's a printing error, it should be 8 theta, right? Cos 15 minus cos 15 theta by 2 into sine 8 theta. I am clubbing the first term and the last term, right? Plus second term here sine 15 theta by 2 sine theta, sine 8 theta plus cos 15 theta by 2 cos 8 theta, right? So now right? So clearly the first term is showing that sin A cos B minus cos A sin B form. So which is nothing but sin of A minus B. So that is nothing but sin of 15 theta by 2 minus 8 theta. Plus second term is showing that sin A sin B plus cos A cos B. That means cos of A minus B. So 8 theta minus 15 theta by 2, right? So if you take the LCM, 15 minus 16 minus theta, so minus sin of minus theta by 2. Similarly, cos of theta by 2, 16 minus 15 theta by 2. So as sin of minus theta by 2 is minus sin theta by 2, so I can write this one as cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2. Now we need to simplify this. But what is the data given here? So what is the data we are having? Cot theta as minus 1 by 2 root 2. So here we got cot theta as minus 1 by 2 root 2, which is nothing but tan theta is minus 2 root 2. So it is understandable, theta belongs to second quadrant, it is negative, right? Now from this data, using this one, we have to evaluate this. So what I will do is, I will consider cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2 whole square, okay? Because it will convert theta by 2 in terms of theta, because here we have to use theta, right? So if I square it up, cos square theta by 2 plus sin square theta by 2 I will have, so which is nothing but 1 minus sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 I will have. You see here, so this theta by 2 term will be converted as 1 minus sin theta, right? Now, so what is sin theta? From here we can calculate. So tan theta is minus 2 root 2. So take the magnitude. So that means 2 root 2 here, and it is 1. So you can write 2 root 2 whole square means 8 plus 1, which is nothing but 3. Now from this I can calculate sin theta as 2 root 2 by 3. Done. So if I substitute over here 1 minus 2 root 2 by 3 I will be having. So now if I simplify that, 3 minus 2 root 2 by 3 I am getting. So cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2 whole square I am getting like this. Okay. Now here what I can do is, I can write cos theta by 2 minus, we need cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2 value, right? So plus or minus under root 3 minus 2 root 2 by 3. Right? So don't worry, whenever there is a square root, always the square root will be turning up as a perfect square. You can see here 3 minus 2 root 2 means, what I can say is, you can convert it as root 2 minus 1 whole square, because here I can see 2 root 2 clear, right? So if I write like this, so if I expand it, 2 plus 1 3, yeah, and here minus 2 root 2 I will be getting, yeah. So it is converted as perfect square. Can I say, I can write it as by root 3 whole square under root plus or minus. So I will be getting plus or minus root 2 minus 1 by root 3. Now the another task is there here. We need to choose whether it is positive or negative, because I think the option is having 1 minus root 2 by root 3 as well as root 2 minus 1 by root 3. For that, this data will help. Which one? Theta. Here theta is between pi by 2 to pi. So from by taking that one, so what I will write is theta is between pi by 2 to pi. Here we are talking about theta by 2, right? So if I want to get theta by 2, it will be between pi by 4 to pi by 2, right? That means here when theta by 2 is between pi by 4 to pi by 2, can I say cos theta by 2 is greater than sin theta by 2? How can we say? Sir, how can we say? Means just draw the plot graph of a rough graph of sin x. So let us say this is sin x, right? This is 0, this is pi. Y equals to sin x. Now I am plotting cos x. Cos x is this. So this is pi by 2. This is 0. Here the point of intersection is at pi by 4. Now if you see in the region pi by 4 to pi by 2, which one is on the higher side? Sin x, right? And cos x. Cos x in the lower side. Yeah. So here, sin x is greater than cos x. That means it has to be negative, right? So this should be negative value you need to pick up. So root 2 minus 1 by root 3 is positive, but we need to pick up minus of root 2 minus 1 by root 3 to make it negative. So the answer is 1 minus root 2 by root 3. So check it out, which option is that? Yeah, first option. So the second question answer is the first option. So you should be very careful while choosing the answer, right? So otherwise it will end up in a wrong one, right? So let's move to the third question. What is given here? Simple vector algebra question. A bar is given, B bar is given, C bar is given. V bar is given as A bar cross B bar. Now V bar dot C bar is 11 and the length of the projection of B bar and C bar is P. So here clearly what is given, guys, here? So V bar is given as A bar cross B bar and V bar dot C bar is given as 11. So which means A bar cross B bar dot C bar is 11. So you can take it as scalar triple product. We already know how to solve a scalar triple product. So you can calculate the determinant, that's it. So what is 1? Write the A components 1, minus 2, 3 and write B components 2, 1, minus 1. Write C components lambda 1, 1. Then it should be equals to 11. Now calculate it. 1 into 1 plus 1, 2, minus 2 into minus of minus plus, you will get 2 plus lambda, right, plus 3 into 2 minus lambda, you will be getting like this, equals to 11. You should get like this. Now here calculate it. 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 6, 12, right, 12 plus 2 lambda minus lambda, so you will be getting 12 minus lambda equals to 11. So lambda you are getting as 1. So clearly lambda is 1. Now we got the unknown C bar. So we got the C bar clearly. Now we need to calculate projection of B bar on C bar, right? So projection of B bar on C bar is nothing but B bar dot C cap. That means B bar dot C bar by modulus of C bar. So what I will do is just I will take B bar. B bar is 2, 1, minus 1, 2, 1, minus 1. Just you don't need to write IJK, just write like this, it will be easy to solve. And C bar is lambda 1, 1. So lambda is also 1, 1. So you are getting 1, 1, 1 by magnitude of C bar, which is root 3. So if you write like this, 2 plus 1 minus 1 by root 3. So you are getting 2 by root 3. So this is given as P. Now what they are asking for? 9P square. So P you got 2 by root 3. We need 9P square. So which is nothing but 9 into 4 by 3. So 3 times cancelled out, you get 12. So the answer of this question is 12. That's it. So very simple question, vector algebra question. So next, let's see question number 4. What is given here? So A is given as 1 comma 2, C is given as minus 3 minus 6, be two diagonally opposite vertices of a rhombus. So one rhombus is taken and diagonal opposite vertices are given whose sides AD and BC are parallel to some line, okay, whatever the line is given. If B of alpha comma beta and D of gamma comma delta are the other two vertices, then right, yeah, whatever. So whenever geometric question is given, so always try to draw a rough sketch of the graph. So what I will do is I will take a rhombus here. So let me plot a rhombus. So let me say this is the rhombus, okay. So A, B, C, D. A is given as 1 comma 2, C is given as minus 3 minus 6, done. And two diagonally be two diagonal opposite vertices, right? So these two are diagonally opposite, that is right, and these two are diagonally opposite, and we know the rhombus diagonals will be perpendicular to each other as well as bisect each other also. So they are bisecting each other also, right? Now B is considered as alpha comma beta, D is considered as gamma comma delta, right? You need to find this expression, right? So whenever there is a combination of unknown terms, don't ever try to find individual terms. That means here alpha plus beta, gamma plus delta is given, no? So you don't need to find alpha, beta separately and gamma, delta separately and substitute here. Just try to solve the combination. If it is not possible, then you have to calculate individually. So I will explain here how it is coming up, right? So now, as we already know that property of rhombus, diagonals will be perpendicular to each other and bisect each other, right? So what I can say is, here what is the midpoint of AC? Can I say M? So midpoint of AC is minus 3 plus 1 by 2, so which is nothing but minus 1, and 2 minus 6 comma minus 2. So what I can say is minus 1 comma minus 2 is the midpoint. Now clearly alpha plus gamma by 2 is nothing but minus 1, and beta plus delta by 2 is also minus 2. Here alpha plus gamma is minus 2, beta plus delta is minus 4. Now we needed alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, which is minus 6. Take the magnitude, that is nothing but 6. Done, very easy. But here another data is also given, which is not useful for us now. So anyways, we answered the question, right? So let's move to the next question. Yeah, question number 5. So what is given here? Consider two sets, A is given and B is given, and some conditions are there. Anyways, you need to find number of onto functions from A to B. So whenever you need to find number of onto functions from A to B, definitely we need to calculate the number of elements in A and number of elements in B. Then only we can find, because what's the formula for number of onto functions? So let me write here. So number of onto functions, right? Number of onto functions. Let us say n of A is m, n of B is n. Now number of onto functions equals to, I will write here, equals to n power m minus nc1 into n minus 1 whole power m plus nc2 into n minus 2 whole power m plus, and so on. You can write as this one. So this is the formula for number of onto functions. So first of all, we should need to calculate number of elements in A and number of elements in B. Let's calculate that. So already sets are given. So A is given as x belongs to z. That means integers only you need to take. It has to satisfy the condition mod of x minus 3 modulus should be less than or equals to 1. Okay. So whenever mod of something is less than or equals to A is given, that something should be, something means A, instead of capital A it can be anything, quadratic, linear or cubic, anything, but the condition is same. You can write it should be between minus A to A. So applying the same condition, I will get here mod of x minus 3 is between minus 1 to 1. Okay, so I will add up 3 in the both sides. So what I will get is 3 means 2 less than or equals to mod of x minus 3 less than or equals to 4. So whenever these kind of inequality is there, first solve this inequality, then again solve this inequality, then take the intersection of both of them. So I will take mod of x minus 3 greater than or equals to 2. For this similar kind of inequality, mod of A greater than or equals to A, that means A should be positive here. Here also A should be positive, otherwise it's not possible. Okay, so the condition is A is greater than or equals to A, or A is less than or equals to minus A. Here also applying the same condition. So you will be getting x minus 3 greater than or equals to 2, or x minus 3 less than or equals to minus 2, which will give x greater than or equals to 5 or x less than or equals to 1. Okay, and similarly solving this part, so what we'll be getting is, so I will add a page here. Yep. So mod of x minus 3 less than or equals to 4 means minus 4 less than or equals to x minus 3 less than or equals to 4. I will add up 3 minus 1 less than or equals to x less than or equals to 7. So now you need to take the intersection of these two parts. So what I can do is, yep, so here minus 1 1 5 7, right? Now x greater than or equals to 5, that means this part, x less than or equals to 1, that means this part, right? Now another part is here minus 1 to 7, right? Now the intersection is clear. So what's the intersection? X belongs to minus 1 to 1 union 5 to 7. So this is our set A. So how many we need to take? Only integers, right? So in this one set A only you have to consider integers. So set A contains only integers, means -1, 0, 1, 5, 6, 7. So total you have 6 elements. N of A is equals to 6. You got this? Now we need to calculate the number of elements in B also. So for B it is given this condition. So let me take the condition. Yep. So for B, yeah. So x minus 2, x minus 4 by x minus 1 log of mod x minus 2 should be 0, right? So if here clearly r minus 1 comma 2 you need to take, so it will be 0 when x equals to 2 or x equals to 4, clear, and it will be 0 as well as if logarithm is 0. So that means log of x minus 2 to the base e should be 0, means this has to be 1. So which indicates that mod of x minus 2 equals to 1. So which will give x minus 2 equals to plus or minus 1. So if I take plus 1, I will be getting x equals to 3. If I take minus 1, I will be getting x equals to 1. So you should not take 1 and 2 here as per the given data. 1 should be avoided, 2 should be avoided. How many are there? 3 and 4. So set B is having 3, 4. So number of elements in B is how many? 2. So number of onto functions. So number of onto functions means number of onto functions. We already know the formula. N of B whole power n of A. That means 2 power 6 minus 2C1 into 1 power 6. That's it. So you will be getting 2 power 6 means 64 minus 2. So that has to be 62. So 62 will be our answer. So let's check it out whether you are getting or not. Yes, that first option is our answer. Done. So that's how we can solve the 5th question. Let's see 6th question. So let's move to the 6th question. It's a very standard question. Every paper is having this question in the matrices system of equations. So now 3 system of equations are given. Now you need to find which one of the options are correct. Done? Right. So whenever this kind of questions are there, first try to find the determinant. So delta means determinant of the coefficients. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 5, A, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now for this to happen, so calculate the determinant. 1 of 15 minus, so about this row, so you can calculate 15 minus A minus 1 of 6 minus A plus 15 minus 2A, right? So wrong. 15 minus 2A minus 1 of 6 minus A, that's right. 1 of 4 minus 5. So what you are getting? 15 minus 6, you are getting 9. 9 minus 1, 8, you are getting minus 2A plus A, minus 8. So 8 minus A, you are getting this. Okay. Now if this not equals to 0, then definitely you will have unique solution. That means A should not be equals to 8. But the options are not having, here the first option is unique solution for A is equals to 8. That is absolutely wrong. So this option is wrong. So if A is equals to 8, unique solutions or infinite solutions will be possible. So let us check. For infinite solutions, what we can do is, one way of solving it is, you can calculate delta 1, delta 2, delta 3 as per the Cramer's rule. If any one of them is non-zero, definitely no solution. If all of them are zeros, then you have to recheck also. So what I will do is, I will tell you one of the best method to solve this one, like shortcut. So here if you see this plane and this plane, you can see that direction ratios are not even parallel, and you can see these are also not parallel. So what I will do is, let us assume they are forming family of planes. If 3 planes P1 equals to 0, P2 equals to 0, P3 equals to 0 are like family of planes. Family of planes means, suppose plane 1 is there, suppose another plane is there. Now they are intersecting at one line. So if the third plane passes through their line of intersection, then these 3 planes are family of planes. So these will have line of intersection as a common part. That means infinite solution case. So if any 3 planes forms a family of planes, then there will be infinite planes. So So what I will do is I will assume they are forming family of planes. Now I can write like P3 equals to lambda 1 P1 plus lambda 2 P2. This one we already learned in our family of planes concepts, right? Let's apply this. So what I will do is I will take the third one as P3. So here the equations are here. Just I will copy them. So what I will do is so x plus 2y plus 3z minus b is P3 equals to lambda 1 times of x plus y plus z minus 6 plus lambda 2 times of 2x plus 5y plus az minus 36. All you need to do is compare the x coefficient, y coefficient, z and constant term. Now what I will do is 1 equals to lambda 1 plus 2 lambda 2. You got this one, right? And 2 equals to lambda 1 plus 5 lambda 2. So if you subtract these two, clearly 3 lambda 2 equals to 1. So lambda 2 is 1 by 3. Okay. Now if I substitute in one of the equation, lambda 1 plus 2 lambda 2 equals to 1. So lambda 1 equals to 1 minus 2 lambda 2, that means 2 by 3. Lambda 1 will be 1 by 3. Okay. Now if I'm just compared x coefficient and y coefficient here. I'm just comparing the z coefficient here. 3 should be equals to 3 should be equals to lambda 1 plus a lambda 2. So as we have taken here lambda, we already found the values lambda 1, lambda 2. If we substitute over here, so lambda 1 is 1 by 3. Yeah. Lambda 2 is also 1 by 3, right? So a is clearly 9 minus 1, which is 8, right? A we are getting 8, already we know that. So here a we are getting 8, okay, if z coefficients are equal, right? So similarly constant term also if you compare, minus b is equals to minus 6 lambda 1 minus 36 lambda 2. Substitute here. So already lambda 1 lambda 2 both are same value, so minus 42 into 1 by 3, so that means 140. So b should be 40. So for all the coefficients should to be equal, that means x coefficient, y coefficient, z coefficient and constants all to be equal, b must be 14 and a must be 8. If this happens, all these three planes will represent family of lines, which indicates infinite solutions. Otherwise it will have no solution. So let's check it out what we are having here. So if you check second option, infinitely many solutions, if a is equals to 8, b is equals to 14, that is true. So absolutely true. So second option is correct. So that's it, no confusion, right? Next question, question number 7. So logarithm question, we can easily solve whatever the logarithm question, we can solve the questions, right? So the sum of all real solutions of the equation, you need to calculate sum of all the real solutions of the equation, right? So let's calculate that. So here, so log to the base x plus 3 is given, 6x square plus, so let's focus on this argument here, 6x square plus 28x plus 30. Let me see whether I can factorize it or not. Here 30 into 6 means 120, sorry 180. 180 means 18 and 10, right? Done. So it's factorizing. So 6x square plus 18x plus 10x plus 30 here. So if you factorize it, 6x into x plus 3 plus 10 into x plus 3. So what we are getting, 6x plus 10 and x plus 3. So we can get here it as this one. So and here also, here it is clearly x plus 3 whole square. By just looking at it we can see. So if you substitute, so log to the base x plus 3, 6x plus 10 into x plus 3 equals to 5 minus 2 log of 6x plus 10 times x plus 3 whole square. Okay, so now if I separate it out, log AB I can write log A plus log B. So log of 6x plus 10 to the base x plus 3 plus log x plus 3 to the base x plus 3, that means 1 equals to 5 minus, I can take this power 2 to this here, 4 log of x plus 3 to the base 6x plus 10, right? Now if I take this one as t, this will become my 1 by t, because log a to the base b is equals to 1 by log b to the base a, right? So I am applying that. So what I will be getting, t plus 1 equals to 5 minus 4 by t. So t plus 4 by t equals to 4. So take the LCM, t square minus 4t plus 4 equals to 0. So t minus 2 whole square equals to 0. So simple, now t is equals to 2. T means what? Log of 6x plus 10 to the base x plus 3 equals to 2. So remove the logarithm, so 6x plus 10. So if you take this one to this side, you will get x plus 3 whole square. So if you square it up and if you take this to this side, you will get x square. Here plus 6x and here minus 6x, you will be getting 0. Next 9 and 10, you will get x square minus 1 equals to 0. So x equals to plus or minus 1 solutions. So if x equals to plus or minus 1, then definitely what we are going to get, right? So the sum of possible roots, the sum of all real roots, real solutions of the equation. So 1 plus minus 1, so which is 0. So the answer is 0. Done? Yep. So let's move to this 8th question here. So what is given here? If the points of intersection of ellipses, okay, so 2 ellipses are given, but of course it is not directly given as standard form. So another ellipse is also given. I think it has to be 4x square, printing error, 4x square, right, lies on a circle. So what they are saying, so there are two ellipses, their point of intersections, let us say there are 2 ellipses like this, their point of intersections lies on a circle. Just rough idea I am drawing. So it's a circle. Yeah, of course my diagram is not good, but we can assume it as circle, right? So the point of intersection of 2 ellipses is a circle. Now you need to find the center and radius, because the question is related to AB center and they are asking AB and R, right? So it's a kind of tricky question. If you clearly know the concept directly, you can solve the question. The thing is, it doesn't matter, very easy question this is. So what I will do is, I will take this ellipse as some S1 equals to 0 and this ellipse equation as S2 equals to 0. Now whenever there is a curve which passes through their point of intersection, I can represent them as lambda 1 S1 plus lambda 2 S2 equals to 0. If you ask me why, sir, yeah, I will answer that too. So suppose there is an ellipse here, let us say there is another ellipse here, okay na, right? Now if these two are intersecting, right, at some 4 points, let us say, now if I substitute this point, let us say P here in this equation, now as it lies on S1 equals to 0 and it also lies on S2 equals to 0, it will be 0 as well as it will be 0. So independent of lambda 1, lambda 2, the equation will satisfy. Similarly, it will be happening for all the points, right? That means whatever equation is this, that is passing through their point of intersections, right? So this is the tricky part that you need to write in the beginning, then the question is done, right? So how to solve this? So lambda 1 S1 plus lambda 2 S2 equals to 0. So what I do is lambda 1 times of, I can write x square plus 2y square minus 6x minus 12y plus 23 plus lambda 2 times of 4x square plus 2y square minus 20x minus 12y plus 35 equals to 0, right? Now if this has to be circle, we already know that in circle coefficient of x square should be equals to coefficient of y square. So what is coefficient of x square here? Lambda 1 plus 4 lambda 2 should be equals to coefficient of y square means 2 lambda 1 plus 2 lambda 2. Done. So now if I take this one to this side, this one to this side, clearly I am getting lambda 1 equals to 2 times of lambda 2. So we got the ratio. Instead of lambda 2, I will just substitute, instead of lambda 1, I should substitute 2 lambda 2. So just then as it is 0, we can cancel out lambda 2 also. We are ending up with 2 times of the first one into 1 time of that one is equals to 0, right? So just if you sum them up, you are getting 2x square plus 4x square. That means 6x square. 2 2s are 4y square plus 2y square, 6y square. Then next minus 12x minus 20x. So which is minus 32x. Then minus 24 and minus 12, minus 36y, right? 23 2s 46 plus 46 plus 35, how much? 1. So 81 you are getting, right? Yeah. So 81 plus 81 equals to 0, right? So if you divide with 6, you will be getting x square plus y square minus 32 by 6 means 16 by 3x minus 6y plus 81 by 6 means, so 3 times 27 by 2 equals to 0. Now the center is, so center is written as a comma b, right? So a is 8 by 3 minus g minus f, we know that. So b is 3. Then next radius is root of a, g square plus f square, that means 64 by 9 plus 9 minus 27 by 2. Okay, so what I can do is here I can calculate here root of 64 by 9 plus 18 minus 27 means minus 9 by 2. Okay, so if I take the LCM, 9 2s 128 minus 81 under root, so 128 minus 81, how much? That is 19 plus 28, so you'll be getting some around 47, root 47 by 3 root 2. Okay, so just substitute the values here. So what is a? 8 by 3. What is b? 3. So ab is 8. So ab is 8. Next 18 r square. 18 into r square. What is 18 r square? Oh, just 47 by 18. Done. So 47 plus 8, simply how much? 55. So 55 should be our answer. Done.